up? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've done a girl chat video, so I wanted to come on here and chat. I hope you guys are good. I haven't seen you guys in a while. Well, we're not seeing you guys, but talk to you guys in a while. We haven't had a girl chat in a while, so I really wanted to come on here and talk. There's a couple of topics that I went over on my Instagram and we decided to talk about, so we're gonna do dating, relationship advice, things like that. I'm not an expert, but I'll try to give you guys the best advice as I can. And yeah, this video is kindly sponsored by Hawaya. Hawaya is a dating app. It is not a new app, but it's new to the Canadian North American market. So it's actually been ranked one of the top 3 dating apps in a lot of the Middle East. So in countries like Saudi Arabia, UAE, Egypt, Kuwait, etc. So it is a very popular app and it is popular for a reason. It has amazing features. So the purpose of Hawaya is that finding the right person can be hard, very hard, especially in this post-COVID world. We're not as social as we were before. And then on top of that, we have a lot of the pressures, especially as young Muslim women. There's so much pressure to find the right person, to get married, to have kids. And I feel like what's great about Hawaya is it takes some of that pressure off of you. It's easier to find somebody in a comfortable and safe way. They have a lot of safety features that make your privacy and your confidentiality like a priority to them. There's a selfie authentication service. So basically what that does is as soon as you sign up for the app, and I've been playing around with it, so as soon as you sign up for the app, you basically have to take a picture of yourself. You can't upload it, so then you know for sure that the person you're talking to has been authenticated and it is actually that person and not a catfish. They have other really great safety features. For example, you can blur your photos, and that's for girls, and I love that. I love the fact that girls can blur their photos but guys cannot. I'm sorry guys, but it's nice that you have that little bit of you can be a little reserved before you can present yourself and feel the person out before you have to show them your pictures. And they also have a feature which I think is really cool. I've never seen this before, but it's called a guardian angel. So basically you can have a third party, if it's a parent or somebody that you trust, can also have access to your conversations, and then they can kind of help you feel through the different people and find the right person. And I know for a lot of people that's very important to them to have that third person there, so they have that option as well. I'm gonna link a picture of it right here so you guys can see how the app looks. I think it's an amazing app. Yeah, if you end up actually finding the right person, they have an exclusive mode, which is cool, so you guys can just connect, just the 2 of you, and kind of block everyone else out. So if you guys are interested, I've linked the picture of the app and I have all the information down below. You guys can check it out. All right, so moving on to our video. Okay, so let's get started on the questions. If you see me looking off, the questions are just over to the side. That's why I'm looking that way. So basically the first question is, how do you deal with the pressures of being single in your 30s? I don't really feel that much pressure, surprisingly. I feel like with my parents, they don't ever talk to me about it. I think obviously since I've been divorced, maybe it's like they think it's sensitive for me, which it's not. Either way, I'm grateful that they've kind of backed off from that. And yeah, I just feel like I'm doing things on my own timeline. I don't feel like I have a deadline or anything like that. I don't know if it's because I already have a kid, so I don't feel that biological pressure to have more kids by this certain timeline, because for me it's more about the person. So if I find the right person, and then we can decide for ourselves kind of how that will go, but I don't feel pressure at this age. And yeah, I feel like there's more and more people that are single in their 30s just because it takes longer for us to kind of establish ourselves in this day and age. So it's like a normal thing. I don't feel embarrassed or anything like that. And yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Somebody says, how has been your experience since your divorce in dating? Honestly, I don't have that much experience. I kind of been taking things slow. I don't have that much experience, you guys. I feel like I was in a serious relationships my whole life, like long ones. So I haven't done like that serial like first date thing. And I'm glad, honestly. It's like so stressful. I'm sick of guys asking about coffee dates. It's cheap and low maintenance. My thoughts, I don't like coffee dates. Not for that reason. Well, kind of for that reason too. I don't like coffee dates myself because I feel like I've only been on one in my life, and this is so many years ago, but I feel like it was like a lot of pressure to me, it seemed more pressure because it's like you just have to talk the whole time. There's nothing to distract you. There's no menu, or there's no like you doing things with your hands or eating or anything. So I don't like coffee dates, and I don't like going to the movies. I feel like those both are like opposite ends. Like coffee dates are a little bit too much talking for me, and then the movies you don't talk at all. So I kind of like having, I don't know, just something to break the ice. Like, and if somebody asks me for a coffee date, I usually say I don't leave my house for coffee. So I don't know if it's mean, but that's what I usually say. Like, you want to take me on a real date? Then I'll go. But I don't leave my house for coffee. I've heard it said a man should love you more than you love him. Is this true? My mom's always said that. She's always said that you should find a man that loves you more than him, because eventually once you've had kids for him and you've, you know, developed your relationship, that it will even out. And I don't know, I don't like that idea, because I feel like that just, the idea behind that is that eventually a woman will love a man more and he will love her less, and that kind of makes me feel sad. But I don't think you need to find someone who loves you more than you love them. I think it's important that you guys understand each other's love languages. I always talk about love languages, you guys, because I think it's so important. Like, just because somebody's more vocally affectionate, or like they might say it more to you, or they might express themselves differently, it's really hard to measure that as well. Like, how do you measure if he loves you more than you love him? I guess by actions, but you never really know deep down. I feel like just find someone that appreciates you, values you, understands you, and loves you. And I wouldn't focus on who loves each other more. I feel like it ebbs and flows. Like, you know, you might have times where you're more into him and there are times that he's more into you, but I feel like if you guys are both there with each other, it shouldn't really matter. It's not a competition. Do you think social media has ruined dating and relationships? You know what? One thing I'll say about social media, I feel like a lot of people meet their person either online, dating apps like Hawaya, or social media. I personally have not had any experience with social media. And people think because I have a bigger platform that like, oh my God, it must be so easy for you. No, I don't meet anyone of the substance to me and what that means to me. I do get DMs from men, but it's not what you guys would think. It's I don't know, I don't want to be insulting, but it's not the type of man that I am looking for, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's very dry for me. I don't like what I see. I don't even mean you guys, but I hope you guys understand what I mean. Like, social media has not worked for me. I feel like it's actually hurt me in that way. Like, I feel like a lot of people are maybe intimidated if you have a bigger audience and they feel like you're not going to see their messages. I don't think it's worked for me, but a lot of people have found their one, either online or on social media. I feel like there's good and bad in it. I feel like the good part is that you meet people that you otherwise would not have met. There's so many people that have met people across the world from them, and it would not have been physically possible without the internet. But at the same time, I feel like it's made people more reliant on it, so it's harder to find someone that will actually approach you in real life, like be open to communicating with you in real life. Just because they're used to hiding behind the screens, if that makes sense. So yeah, there's good and bad in it. I don't know about in relationships. I feel like I've always been had private with my relationships on social media, so I haven't noticed any ill effect because of that. I can't say that's played a cause in it, but definitely it's made things more complicated, that's for sure. Somebody asked me, what is my experience with online dating? I personally don't have that much experience with online dating. I've never met somebody through an online dating app, but I have had friends who've had great success with it. I feel like it's one of those things that you just have to kind of play the waiting game and be patient. Throughout this whole process, I feel like just being single, you just have to be patient in finding the right person. All right, so next question is, my mom constantly tries to find someone for me. How do I let her know I'm not interested in that? You know what? First off, I would say, before you write it off, I know a lot of people, when their parents approach them with a person and they're like, hey, how about this guy? Their automatically no. Automatically no. You have to talk to her, you have to let her know, like, hi, Hoya. I had that myself. Because I got married pretty young, but I know my siblings, my parents were constantly bringing people, and it's like always immediately no. And what I don't like about that is like they would never even see what my parents had, which was honestly usually not somebody that was compatible, to be honest. But it's like you gotta at least see who the person is. Like, at least look at their picture. You know, my sisters will always be like, automatically, no, Hoya, no. Once you've maybe established it, like, it's not gonna happen, I'm not interested in being hooked up, I kind of want to find my own person, and, you know, maybe that's not my focus right now, or maybe you're currently, because a lot of times we're not really telling our parents about our current situations, so you could be otherwise occupied. Yeah, you just have to be open with her and let her know, like, hi Hoya, like, as much as I value your, you know, opinion, and I would love someone that you like, I'm gonna do that on my own, and I would prefer if you did not send me anymore. And yeah, I feel like as long as you're just open and honest with them and be like, hey, I'm gonna do it my own, and I know I'm gonna find the right person because you've taught me, you know, these type of values, and that's exactly what I'm looking for, and I will get there when I get there on my own time. So just let her know that. It's gonna be hard, obviously. I feel like with our parents, it's like in one ear, out the other. But yeah, don't feel like you have to like run and find the first person just because your parents are pressuring you. Take your time, pressuring you to like run and find the next man and marry him, because it's a big commitment and it should be something that's thought through, and it should be your choice. And that's my opinion. All right, so that's the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please check out the Hawaya app down below, and let me know your thoughts on it. And please let me know in the comments, what do you guys want to hear for our next girl chat? What should I talk about? It doesn't always have to be about men or relationships. It can be anything. So let me know what you guys want to talk about. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching, as always. Bye.